Hello, we are live. And Andrew, what exotic background is this behind you?
Well, this is France. I mean, it's a little bit overcast today, but it's preparing for 28 to 30 degrees on the weekend. Amazing. I am at Spring Harvest Holidays here in the Vendée, in West France, and it is board game week here. So, well, board gamers galore. Beards aplenty. It's brilliant.
And
Superb.
some of our listeners may not know, but Spring Harvest is obviously a Christian organisation. But tell us about Board Game Week. If someone was interested in Board Game Week, are they going to get sermonised?
They are not. That is an option that you could get involved in, and as a vicar, I would fully endorse getting sermonized, or just finding Jesus. Yeah, you can come here. And there's plenty of people here who are not into the whole Jesus thing, and that is absolutely fine. It is never shoved down anyone's throat or anything like that. But basically, it's a week-long in France holiday. There's a pool. Hold on a minute. Can you see the pool? I don't know, but there's a nice pool over there with water slide. There's a bar. There's takeaway, and there's board games galore. And you
All
can play
week
from
long.
dawn till dusk. It is amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah, and so there will be people here who will go away as white as they arrived because they have not left the room for board gaming.
I thought you were going to stop at the point when you said there is a pool with water. So, is there people playing board games behind you? It looks like it.
There are, yes. So we're out on the terrace at the moment. In fact, let me just take you for a little thing. So here we go. We've got some people playing board games on the terrace, and then I'll take you into the cave, the board game room. See if the camera adjusts. So here we go.
Oh,
This is
nice.
the main room here, where all the board gaming is happening. All day, every day. It's fantastic.
And
then there's
soon tomorrow,
a
that
whole load of.
will reach even higher temperatures.
Oh my word! It's going to be crazy in there.
Excellent.
Yes, indeed.
Well, that's great. So, if anyone fancies a board game week in September in France, it's on Spring Harvest Holidays. And trust Andrew the Vicar when he says you can go and just play board games all week long and ignore anything else, even the pool.
Yep, absolutely. Even the pool, if you so wish.
If you're in North Yorkshire this evening, I am starting a board game group in Pickering.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, so that's going to be monthly. If you want to know more details about that, message me at Nick Welford or message Zatu with the title Pickering. Then I can see that it's one that I can respond to, because I can't respond to order requests and things like that. Although I did have occasion today to contact Zatu customer service because I made an incorrect order, and they were excellent.
Oh. Excellent.
Right, let's smash on with the new releases.
Yes, we've got loads, haven't we?
Here. Yes. So the first one, I'm just going to stay in this mode for the first one because it is Pegasus. This is the back of the cards. This is, of course, what bird's that? One with the big, is it?
That is a pelican.
Pelican funt, or an elephant. And basically what you have is these animals mushed together. So these are a pair because they're the exact opposite. Do you understand the concept?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
what you're doing is you're turning go cards over one by one. There's so many animals on these. And you're seeing which one, when you spot a pair, which is harder than it seems, you squeak a pig, obviously, not a live pig. It is a squeakable pig. And you will grab that pair. And if you're wrong, you lose cards. If you're right, you get cards. It's crazy how you get in the zone with this game. And suddenly you're seeing all the kind of, I'll bring up the animals here, all the kind of pairs that there possibly can be. So these are the normal animals. And if we go across to this one, they might have the paired ones on. Yeah, all around the edge there. Just a really stupid, fun game. A speed game, but it's one, my son tends not to like speed games, but this one has a bit of an equalizer because people tend to get in the zone with it. And that is coming in at £16.14 from Brain Games.
Brilliant. You can get in the zone, or like me, not. And I just could not get in the zone. I can remember us playing it at the Zap Pad at Board Game Expo, and
yes, picked it up there, didn't we?
I just watched it and was like, I can't do it. But the artwork's brilliant, and the design, the kind of concoctions of animals is marvelous.
You could use the deck to play Snap with kids and all sorts. It's just fun.
Excellent. So I have got new release Team 3, both pink and green. This looks, if you remember Tetris, you basically have a box with these kind of like Tetris-y shapes in it. If you are too young for Tetris, then it's basically got shapes in it. And it's a party game, dexterity, and I've not seen it played, but it sounds just so much fun. Have you played it?
No, when I got Pegasus at the expo, they'd already sold out of both copies of Team 3.
Wow.
But I have both of them en route to me.
Fantastic. So basically, you have it's based on the kind of like the 3 wise monkeys, and so you have one monkey that cannot talk, and they have got in front of them the blueprint of what needs to be created, and through the medium of monkey gestures, they have to convey to the middle monkey, who is the monkey that can speak, and they then speak to the monkey that can't see. Literally, a monkey cannot see, and they are touching and feeling these components to try and build from what they're being told by the middle monkey, the blueprint that the monkey that can't speak can see.
Amazing.
It sounds brilliant. Absolutely
like
brilliant.
One we need to get live.
Totally. I think this is one that is not only fun to play, but certainly fun to watch as well. That's brilliant. And Zatu have knocked it out of the park with £16 and 14 pence for that bad boy. That sounds amazing.
Hearing that the green version is the most difficult to get hold of.
Okay.
So you might want to bear that in mind.
Okay.
And that's also from Brain Games. And rounding out our Brain Games little game selection this week is one that my son went to the expo a few years ago, and he just made friends with Brain Games and got all their games to review. So they sent back with me snowman dice as well. So as you can see from the picture, you have these dice, and you're trying to build a snowman. Once you've built the snowman in the correct order, you're trying to push it towards this North Pole. To do that, you have to save a dice that says has an arrow on it. Then you can start pushing. What we didn't realise the first time you played is you're meant to start singing Frosty the Snowman or something similar at that point, because anyone who's saved a snowball from their rolling, and you can re-roll as many times as you want till you get what you need. So you could save a snowball just in case someone starts building. You can put that snowball anywhere and flick it at that snowman. And if you knock it down, they have to rebuild where they are and race to the North Pole. And
brilliant.
It sounds ridiculous, but we've played it 4-player in our adult game group, and we just found that we got so into building our own snowmen, snow people, that someone would be going, as quietly as they could, and be like, quickly, someone roll a snowball. And then, of course, there's the classic moments where some idiot in the group just starts rolling snowballs and doesn't even build and just starts pinging off the longest shots ever. So that is a great, again, kind of throwaway game that kids can play, but in your game group can be a lot of fun with the right people. Comes in this nifty little bag with all the dice you need in it. And that is, where are we? £12.78.
Brilliant. What these are brilliant prices just to have a go with, aren't they? And I think there's a lot of fun to be had in those 3 games we have described to you so far. Fantastic. So I have got something from something lightweight to something a little bit less lightweight. I've got Until Daylight. It is a 3 to 6 player game. It takes about 60 minutes. It's cooperative, and basically you have to survive 10 waves of zombies coming at you. There's cards you've got to basically got to go in through the pack, find weapons, find things to survive. You build barricades up and stuff like that. And basically, as long as one of you survives, you've won it, basically. So all the different characters that there are have some unique abilities, and so some things that help, but also some things that hinder. So yeah, it looks to be a really good game. I like that kind of tower defense feel, but also like the kind of thing of where you're searching the deck, looking for the ideal things to just put together and survive the onslaught of
Looks
zombies.
Like it has an app as well, maybe, because there's a phone in the background of this picture.
Let's hope that that's an app, or just not someone's bored and they're playing on the phone.
Well, it's a promotional picture, so.
Oh, well, there we go. I mean, it would be really bad, wouldn't it, if it was a promotional picture and someone was just playing.
Yeah, I love the artwork on this one. Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks brilliant.
It's my favourite zombie-esque artwork because I like the way the zombies kind of shadowy and on the box and still look threatening. It's great.
Yeah, it does look good, and the price on that is a Zatu price of £36.96.
Excellent. Well,
that looks good. It's a good one.
Continuing the zombie theme, we're on to The Walking Dead, Something to Fear. I've actually played this, got sent a review copy. This is a simultaneous card selection game where you're selecting a card which also gives you your actions. Its artwork is based on the comics because it's by Skybound Games. Let me see. Oh, that's the one I've already got. So what you have is a central encounter deck that will play out zombies and different characters, different protagonists from the Walking Dead universe. Negan, of course, is in there. And these give you different opportunities to score. You will have the kind of good characters in your hand, numbered 1 to 9, and you'll play one face down, and they all have a different action. But what they all do is allow you to claim one from that middle row. So when you flip them, the highest number will always activate first. And the way draws are done is if anyone's grabbed the governor, they get his eye patch, and they then win draws from then on. So that's quite neat. And there's some really clever stuff like Negan. If you get 1 Negan, you get 10 points. If you get 2 Negans, you get minus 30. And if you get 3, you get 40 points. So I played this with my son because the artwork is not tremendously gory. He basically engineered himself getting 4 Negans and ditching me with 2 for lovely minus points. But you have to be careful because any zombies that aren't, any cards that aren't taken from the middle go into a joint mob deck, which does everyone damage at the end. So at the end of the game, after 9 rounds, really quick, you play all of your cards once, basically. There's some powers that kind of mean you can play multiple, but essentially it's 9 rounds. You have to add up the mob damage plus any cards that do you personal damage, and if that's more than 20, you lose. You can't win. That's kind of just got those extra little bits. The worst thing I can find to say about this is for the level of game, it's a pack of cards like that, and the box is just far too big. But for the level of game, it does it really fun, really cleverly, really easy to explain. And I'll be just sticking it in a deck box and taking it along to game nights with me. So that comes in at £17, not £17 straight, £17 and uno penny.
Wow. Yeah, we hairy game lords also got a review copy of this and thoroughly enjoyed it. And I love the way it plays through really quick, but you've got that full sense of a full feel of the game as well. It's just, the artwork is great. And you can play a little bit kind of like tactical as well, and when choosing what to choose from the lineup, so that you can try and kill other players. But what I also like about it is there is no player elimination until right at the end. So I really like that. And you've not got someone sitting out, but actually you play and you can get better and move cards around, stuff like that. It's good.
Even my boy ditching. Even the boy, someone's commenting from over your right shoulder. Jonathan Patterson is at Spring Harvest Board Game Week commenting from over your right shoulder.
Marvelous.
His comment's just been featured. Yeah, I was going to say, like, brilliant. Even my son playing that card at that point, that was his strategy. He let me exhaust my cards that could steal things back, and then he did it. So yeah, it works really well.
Brilliant. There he is.
Hello.
There he is, the man himself.
Our first
Keep up the
guest.
great work.
Our first guest. Keep up the great work, he said. Absolutely, we will do so.
So, what have you got next
Brilliant.
for us?
I'm excited about this one because I've been seeing it's doing the rounds in the Americas, and
Yes.
I'm a fan of the universe that it comes from. It's the Grim Masquerade from is it Druid City Games, or is it now Skybound, or both of them
it's
together?
It's a combination of both.
The combo, the coming together. If I wasn't holding my phone, my other hand would be meeting this one. There we go. Fantastic. So basically, this is light and fun, and it's a deduction game using all of the characters from Grim Forest. That beautiful artwork that you see featured in the card art, and also those boards and everything in the Grim Forest game. So using all of that, this just a really nice deduction game, and I'm really looking forward to getting this one and playing it. It is £20 and 33 pennies. Fantastic.
And again, in this one, player elimination is handled a bit differently. You can be eliminated from a round, but you still play your cards. So you still take your actions. So that's really cool. Next up is Bargain Quest, which has had a fairly delayed Kickstarter, but this got big ups from Shut Up and Sit Down on the first run, and then did a Kickstarter, and Renegade Games picked it up. It is essentially a fairly simple drafting game, but what sets it apart is this theme of you are drafting items to sell to heroes, yet you don't score your coins. So you're not winning by selling the most stuff. You're winning by selling the right stuff to the right heroes, because then they represent your shop to go and take on a monster. And if they hit the monster, you get a point. If they survive the monster encounter, you get a point. So you want to stock enough stuff to attract as many heroes as you can, but you don't want to palm them off with shoddy goods. And it just works really well. There's a load of humor in the art and theme. You'll be hiring members of staff to your shop. You'll be getting upgrades so you can store more stuff. The way you attract people in is through putting a display item into your window, but then you can't sell that because that's used to attract people in. It works super well. We have almost everything from the Kickstarter available, including the little extra packs. So Bargain Quest itself is £30.11. The Black Market expansion, which adds a black market and gives you more upgrades for your shops, is £17 and a penny. The other extra packs just add more. The Black Market does add some extra systems, but because the base game is simple enough to teach, you can throw it right in. So I highly recommend any fan of card drafting games, sort of set collection, but not in the kind of way that you're keeping stuff. It does it a bit differently. This is just a great themed game.
Sounds brilliant. That sounds right up my street. Excellent. Talking about set collecting and kind of set collecting and card drafting. My next game is Artsy. There's Aussie Phil just driving by. Fantastic, from the Hairy Game Lords. Also here on holiday. Brilliant. So Artsy is a 2 to 5 player game. Takes about 30 to 45 minutes. Basically, you are creating a art gallery, and you are kind of doing some card drafting, set collection. I like the artwork on these cards, and the box art looks really interesting. And you're basically trying to create the best looking gallery and draw in the most people and therefore points as well. Good times. And that is
art-based games coming out at the minute.
Arty. There are indeed. That is £22 and 54 pennies.
Excellent. Also recently arrived from Kickstarter is Terror Below, which for us older folk is basically Tremors the game. Absolutely fantastic film, and that's a great photo. And this is a game of pick up and deliver while you're trying to avoid these worm attacks, basically. The way the worms attack, the standees are actually decorative. They don't formally come on the board. So that's a bit weird. But when they attack, they put an egg and some rubble on the board, and you'll be moving rubble. You'll be collecting eggs and trying to deliver them to places, or directly attacking the worms for points. So there's all sorts of fun stuff in here. You can ramp over other cars, jump over them. Some of this is upgrades that were in a Kickstarter exclusive box, but I believe the eggs, the 3D eggs, come in the base set. So that's a lot of fun, and you'll be just driving around the desert, and depending on what vehicles you use, you can distract the worm attack. So you have a target where the worm's going to attack, and by using your cards cleverly, you can distract the worm to nearer other people. But the more cards that go on a worm, the more likely they are to spring out of the ground and wreak pure havoc on you. And that is £32.39.
Brilliant. Big fan of Tremors. Love Tremors. And even Tremors 2 was good. After that, what? It was just mental. Whatever. I think it even went on to Tremors 5. What the heck?
Tremors in space.
Yeah. So the next new release is Eternal Chronicles of the Throne. This is a 2 to 4 player. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes. It's from the same guys that bought you Clank, and so obviously it has a deck building element to it, but with something else, just like Clank has as well. So this is a kind of fantasy card game, and the other element is, so there's deck building and then there's card battling as well. The artwork looks really nice on it, and I think it's worth having a look if you're into kind of like fantasy stuff, but also if you're into kind of like, if you liked Clank, check it out. And it's a good price to check out as well. It's £17.96.
I'll be honest, I read the name for this one, I was like, I'm out. And then I saw it was the Clank designers, and I was like, I'm right back in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Continuing the fantasy battling card game is Siege Storm, which started life as a kind of freebie thrown in on one of our Awaken Realms projects, and because it was so successful, spawned a bigger version and the birth of Awaken Realms Light. This is a 2-player battling game with a clever kind of tug-of-war system in the middle of the game, where you're playing to your front line, which is the other person, the other person's, that's furthest, your front line is furthest away from you because that's where you're attacking them, or whatever these terms are. I forget. But there's some clever things about it. In this box, you get plenty of factions to try as well. And it's Awaken Realms, so the cards are absolutely fantastically illustrated and quality-wise. There is a kind of demo set available as well for a bit cheaper, but for £30 and 14 pence, you're getting a lot of content in that. If you like 2-player battling games, this is well worth checking out.
Brilliant. So next, I have a roll and write based in the role player universe. It is Cartographer, and I think this would be a great one if you are into the role player thing and have yet to discover the awesomeness of rolling and writing. You should check it out. Alternatively, if you are alternatively, if you have never ventured forth into the role player universe but like a bit of a roll and write, why not check this one out? It's got all the iconography of roll and write, all of the characters and everything like that. And so this could be a good gateway into either roll and write or role player the universe. And again, I'll tell you what, all the prices this week have been brilliant, haven't they? Just really nice low prices. This is £20 and 33 pennies.
Do I need another roll and write? Not until it had role player on it. Right, so this is an old game reborn. This is Warhammer 40k Relic. Now, I couldn't find this on BGG at first, and that's because it is a reimagining of the 2013 version. Now, some of you are going to be put off immediately when I say this is based on Talisman, but they've built on the Talisman system, so it's a kind of adventure where you're moving around the board. Talisman was a bit roll and writey, so I'm not sure how they handle that in here because I've not played this one, but there's all kinds of goodness in terms of dials, and your figures are represented by these busts. And in WizKids style, they are doing two versions: one standard, where they're unpainted, and one premium, where they are painted. The standard version will set you back 49 and 62 pence, and the premium version is going out at £80 and 19 pence. And I know there's mixed feelings about these, but for me, as someone who doesn't paint, appreciate having the option there. If I was into this sort of game, like Assault of the Giants was more my style of game, and having the premium version there was a definite temptation to get them pre-painted. So that is the new version of Relic, which I believe, if I just go to versions here, is now WizKids rather than Fancy Flight. Yes. So yeah. So I think it's in essence the same game, but with these premium and standard versions.
Excellente. And finally on my list, it's Codenames and Codenames Disney and Codenames Marvel. So if you're a fan of Codenames, then you've thought, oh, I wonder what it would be like to play with Disney characters. Now you wonder no more. Just get involved. And the same is true if you have ever wonder what it is like to play with Marvel characters. Hello, it's here. Get involved. Good times. So the Disney one is £19 and 99 pence, and the Marvel is £18 and 49 pence. Wow.
Excellent. Well, that's not all for new releases. So, Andrew, just shut your mouth while I go through collectible games, RPGs, and expansions.
Okay.
You're allowed to have a drink. So, collectible, I don't even know what these words mean, but the BFE Future Card Ace Booster System Alternative Volume 2 Blazing Overclash is available. There is a shed load of X-Wing ships come out. There is Keyforge sleeves, vaults, and deck boxes. These are third-party ones. And there is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Rising Rampage Special Edition trading card game. In the RPGs, we have Scenario Compendium 1 for Coriolis, the RPG. And in the Mutant Zero RPG, we have the Elysium and the Elysium deck. Then expansions that aren't for new games that we've already mentioned. Core Space, which has a big following, has 2 new expansions. Get to the Shuttle, which is £8.64, and Shootout at Zeds, which is £31 and 6 pence. And Unearth has its expansion. The Lost Tribe expansion is £15 and 3 pennies. And just to add to that, we didn't have any news. Hey, what have I done? Let me get Andrew back in. Didn't have any news until I just saw Lucky Duck announce that their Time of Destinies collaboration with Mythic Games is going to have a community scenario editor, and that will work on desktops as well. So you can create content for the app, for the scenarios, for this game, which adds so much variety to that game. It's
amazing.
True. Now, we mentioned in the description, we are going to do a component competition. So what that involves is we have both chosen 5 components. We're going to show each other these components. You may obviously have help over there. I don't know if you get help or not.
And I think I probably need help because I'm usually bobbins at the game. If anyone is tuned in, watching, come and help me, please.
You've got a whole campsite there, mate. The viewers are mine. Would you like to go first or second? Guessing.
I don't mind. You can go first if you like.
What? Giving you a component?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. I'll go first because then some people might come and help.
Okay.
Right. The first component is this. You see it?
My! It's a penguin.
It is a penguin.
Oh, I mean, I've never played that game, but there is one about. There is one. I can't even think what it's called.
Brilliant. That's good.
I don't even know if I can write the one where you're breaking ice and trying not to get them to fall through.
Yeah, it's not that one.
Penguin Rescue. Polar Rescue.
What? I can't believe it. As if you said you hadn't played it.
Did I just pull that out of my butt?
No, that's the wrong answer.
What's
This
that from?
It is from Penguin Pile Up, and basically you are piling up these penguins on a iceberg that moves and spins, and it's from Ravensburg.
Exotic.
Fantastic.
Right, you ready for your first one?
Yeah, bring it. Can't even see that. Come on, put it up against your white. It's a meeple.
I'm only joking. That's not your first one. That would be harsh. A blue meeple.
Yeah. Great.
It is from one of these other games, though. So
yes, I know it's from because I was looking at the same thing. I was like, this would be a brilliant one. It's from Cumbria. Is that right?
Well, I believe.
I felt like it's not.
You're trying to say
Coimbra.
As opposed
there we go. Yeah.
Cumbria, which is of course in the UK. Brilliant.
Coimbra. Brilliant. I'm so glad that I didn't. I was like, this would be a really good one. Yeah. He'll never get it. Fantastic. The artwork on that game looks brilliant. I want to have a game.
It's one of my favourite games of all time. I'd have definitely got it.
Fantastic.
So,
Ace,
1-0 to you, isn't it?
One, aren't I? Hello.
So it's 1-0 to me, yeah?
To me, for once. Here we go.
Oh, I know this. Cube Quest.
Yes, that is correct. What a great game that is.
Cube Quest. Let's go for this little fella. It's a spaceman with a flag.
Oh, great. I'm
pretty sure you have this game. Hang on.
Really?
Yeah. You might have the same version as me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's Mission Red Planet.
Yeah. Didn't need the white paper.
Yeah, I have got the original, not the new one.
I shouldn't have helped
you.
Good
times. You shouldn't. Yeah, I would have got there. Right. You ready for your third one? Yeah. I think you'll get this one. We ready?
Gizmos.
Boom! There it is. Gizmos.
Straight in Gizmos. Okay.
Oh yeah. It's Perudo, is it? The dice game. Oh no, it's not. It is Roll for the Galaxy.
Damn it!
Boom! Oh, components.
I thought I was trying to spin it so you couldn't see the actual logo, the actual symbols from Roll for the Galaxy.
I still can't see them, but yeah, I was like, boom, that's it. I noticed the bottom, the square bottom, the round.
Yeah, I shouldn't have shown that. Go on then with your.
All right.
How many is that?
Three. I'm just getting this one out of the baggie. Hold on a minute.
Are people playing games with missing components because of you?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I did sneak them out. I thought I'm going to get shot if anyone sees me doing this. Here we go. Coming in. A tiny, tiny meeple.
Oh my goodness. That is stupidly. I can't even make out that it's a meeple because of your French connection. Tiny meeple. Do you like that French connection?
Yeah, I see it. We did there.
It looks like the size of the knights in King Domino, but they're in Queen Domino, the expansion Age of Giants, but they're black.
This is not black. It's ridiculously tiny.
Can you?
I don't even have sausage fingers, but
hold it up next to the dice. so I can get a
Right.
sense of the size. The Cube Quest dice.
Yeah, I realise
Can you
what you
manage
mean
that?
there.
Oh man.
Can you see it? I'm trying not to drop it and lose it.
No, I've got no idea about this one. I'm
Brilliant.
absolutely stumped.
It's a new game out. This one it came out last month, I think.
Last month, small.
Maybe the month before. No, last month.
It's not. Do I have this?
I don't think so. I think I have it.
It's not. I was going to say Empires of the North, but they're the wrong shape. Go on then. Put me out of my misery.
It is Century: A New World.
No, what a load of rubbish. Okay.
Brilliant. Oh, great. Oh, I know what that is. That is
Get it right.
Mint. Is it Mint Delivery? Or is it the other one? Mint Shipping or whatever it is. No, that's delivery. I'm just going to go with Mint Delivery. That's all I can think of right now. Is it? Is it that?
Fortunately, it's Mint Works.
Ah!
I don't own Mint Delivery.
Do you not? Oh, I do. There's the third one out at the moment, isn't it, on Kickstarter?
Mint Cooperative.
What are the scores so far?
3-2 to you. I need this. I
think you'll probably get it.
Century one.
So good. Here we go. It's not a quality street, by the way.
Oh my goodness. You think I'll get it? That is rank rotten, that is. It's not.
I played this game the other day and I really enjoyed it. I've not played it before. You told me about it and you said I'd probably like it, and I did like it.
It's not. No, because that's different shapes. Oh, I told you about this.
Yeah, well, I'll give you a clue. So when we were at the Zatu shop opening, I was like, "Oh, should I get this? What do you think?" And you were like, "Yeah, you'd like this game." I didn't get it. I went and got something else.
I'll say what I was thinking, but I don't think it is. Cryptid.
It is that, yeah.
Is it? Oh,
yeah. By Osprey Games. Well done.
I didn't think
it's the abandoned. It's the abandoned shack.
Oh yeah, that's why. Because I'm thinking there's too many. Yeah. Okay.
Good stuff. Well done. That's great.
This could throw you a curveball. I'm not sure.
Okay. Can it? Oh, okay. Right. Well, I can see what the curveball would be. You were expecting it to go with Camel Up.
You'd have to specify which edition if you went for that.
I think. Well, if it is Camel Up, then it's second edition, which is like the new one out, isn't it? But is it Camel Up? Ooh.
Lots of games with camels.
Yeah, there are. But I can't think of.
Well, I'm not going to name any because you might think it's a double bluff. I'm
just going to go with second edition Camel Up.
Meeple Circus.
Oh my days!
It's got a sticker on. Look.
I can't even see the sticker because it's like silhouetted. Right, so they've got Meeple Circus here, and I was like, "Oh, you've told me about this, and you say it's brilliant." I thought I'll play it, and then I was like, "Maybe I could get something from this," but you'll know
That's
it.
what the blue meeple was from as well.
Brilliant stuff. Wow, so they're really small components for a dexterity game.
Yeah, the meeple's the normal size.
Great.
Not like your little cheaty one. Disappointingly, that means that it's 3-3.
Yeah. It's a Christian draw. Brilliant.
I can't absolutely whoop you while you're on holiday at Jesus Camp.
I'm excited that we've drawn. Fantastic.
Circus.
Here he is. James.
No, I can't hear you.
Got them all.
James, off of the Hairy Game Lords, and also a guest blogger for Zatu Games. Fantastic.
Excellent. Well, I'm so glad you're enjoying your French weather while the rest of us are at school and work.
Yeah. Did I mention it's going to be like 28 degrees tomorrow?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I did tell people about your laptop problems.
My days, it's just died. I'm gutted.
And the current hope is that it's just having a holiday like you are.
That is my hope as well.
To the UK shores.
Because all my work
over there
on
might be the wrong type of electricity.
It could be, yeah. It's the French electricity.
It's the Brexit. European electricity doesn't work with UK bought products anymore without paying a levy.
That's right, that's it. Yeah, they are shunning our electricity. I mean,
excellent.
Our product.
So we should be back to normal next week, I believe.
Well, as much as normal we could ever be described as normal, Nick.
Yeah. I think we could even take it up on the component game. Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I like
the
component.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Maybe a certain type of component, like custom dice game, or the card game, where you just show a little bit of the card when we've got a bit better fidelity in the old cameras. So we're back next Wednesday by looks of things. Like I said, we would have been here last night, but for the French electricity. And Andrew, a fantastic time. Get that James to write up his experiences for the Zatu blog or something.
I'll do that.
And we will have some unboxings later on this week from England. What do I have coming? I have Team 3 come in. I have the Grim Masquerade. So I'll unbox all them as soon as they arrive.
Nice.
So check us out for the live content. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more reviews and content. Our head of content is currently in the last leg of his month-long honeymoon. So that's been a little bit of the content hasn't been coming out as regularly, but that will soon be back to full service. So keep an eye on Zatu, and see you next time.
Goodbye from France.
Smug.